On the right, Bill.
Another evolution question for you. How has your confidence in winning bullpen games changed over the years?
You know what? I feel that, I think I've always felt, Bill, that a bullpen game gives you a really good chance to prevent runs. There's a cost afterward. You know, you're talking about regular season games typically. The win-loss, that the offense scoring matters too. But I do think in a vacuum, bullpen games give you a chance in a vacuum to prevent runs, certainly. I still stand by that.
And if we had told you in spring training that you'd be running a bullpen game to try and get in the World Series?
I would have taken the other side on that one.
One more. To put it bluntly, with Freddie, has it gotten to the point where you feel, as noble as his effort is, that he's hurting the team by being in there?
So I think that one component, if you're looking at the results of the last handful of at-bats, you could argue that point. But I could also argue that him doing whatever he can to be on the field and to post, I think speaks loudly in that clubhouse. So then the decision is, you know, net sum, what makes the most sense to win the game tomorrow? And that's the decision we'll make together. But I'm not going to compromise his health or certainly winning a game tomorrow if he's not mentally and or physically ready to go.
Okay, Fabian?
To follow up on the pitching points, like, obviously you want to win tomorrow, but like if you are deploying all your leverage guys tomorrow, are you guys in a spot where you have enough pitching coverage for a potential Game 7? Absolutely,
we do. That's part of the kind of the math when you're in a minus game. You know, the last game, that's part of the math too. Yes, we're covered with preventing runs, absolutely.
And pinch hitting for Will yesterday, was that just matchup?
He took a foul tip or a bat to the hand, the back of the hand on one of the plays, and I didn't learn about this until he was in the hole last night, and he just gave me a heads up. So for me at that point in time, I just felt that, you know, just to kind of give Gavin a chance at Stanek to take a look at him and then get Austin in there to catch.
Was it his throwing hand or his catching hand?
Catching hand.
And is that, so that's a concern?
We looked at it. It's tests were negative, so I'm expecting he's here today. I don't know if he's going to hit on the field, but my expectation is he'll be in there tomorrow.
Okay, bring it back to one. Right there, one.
Dave, what are you seeing out of Teoscar in this series?
I think Teoscar is missing fastballs. That's the number one culprit. I think they're just kind of bullying him with the heater. So midline, top zone. I think Manaea is going to do the same thing tomorrow. So I think if you can't hit the fastball and move it forward, you just expose yourself up to cheat to get to spin, and that's kind of the main thing.
And then with Freddie, like, how much are you going to weigh in the fact that there is a left-hander on the mound tomorrow?
That's part of the math. That's part of the math, certainly. I'm just going to go talk to him and just check in on where he's at. But I'm not going to make a decision today. I don't think we need to, and then we'll just kind of come in tomorrow, see where he's at. But, you know, knowing the arm who's starting certainly is part of it, yeah.
Kristen?
I have to imagine then that also goes into with Gavin Lux and him being out there tomorrow, but just in general, how is he doing with that hip flexor?
Gavin is doing better each day. I don't think we risked anything by getting him in at bat yesterday. He's not 100%, but with today being off, tomorrow not starting, I think that we're getting into a good spot. So hopefully we're out of the woods with Gavin, but not 100%, but getting better.
Okay, then Bob, right behind you. Yeah.
Hey, Dave, in this series, why do you think whoever gets the lead doesn't, not only they don't give it up, but they blow the other team out? Is it the bullpens or what's going on?
I think that's part of it. I think that, you know, leverage relievers are leverage relievers for a reason, and typically, certainly I think across baseball, managers are being more aggressive once they catch a lead and going with those guys, and it's just hard to, get back into a game or tack on. And so when you're seeing other arms, I think it just kind of exposes other teams' pens, and I think we've done a really good job. But I will say what Brent Honeywell did for us yesterday, I don't think he's thrown this many pitches in a big league game, was huge. And so, yeah, they tacked on, but what he did for us is going to really help us going forward for sure.
And the relievers this whole postseason have pitched more innings than the starters. You think it'll ever revert back to the way it was one day, or it'll always stay this way?
I hope somewhere in the middle, more towards the starter going longer. I don't think there's a manager that would say that they want their starter to face 19 hitters or 20 hitters in a game. But once the game is happening in real time, you just got to weigh which option is better. But I think absolutely, I'd love to, have John Smoltz or Greg Maddux go 7 shutout, or throw a 1-hitter or 2-hitter in a World Series game. That'd be great.
Okay, we can take one more on the left here, in the middle. Straight back.
Dave, in the last week or so, Kike has talked a lot about how he uses visualization, and that's why he's been sort of successful. I'm wondering if you use that, and then just thinking back to these last 2 games, your 3 pennants have all been clinched on the road. What would it mean to clinch something here?
I visualize, Eric. I do. I have quiet time. I do visualize seeing good things happen. What it would mean to be here would be awesome. I think it'd be great for our fans. It'd be great for our players. And so obviously we know what that means. So it's always fun to clinch, but to be able to do it at home is something really special.
And then just to clear up too, you talked about all hands being on deck. I know we've talked a lot about Yamamoto as a specific plan. Is he available in relief in India?
He's not one of the hands.
Hey Dodgers Nation! Welcome to the latest Los Angeles Dodgers news channel, your #1 source for all things Dodgers. The battle in the NLCS against the New York Mets is heating up, and if you've been following every pitch, you know Game 5 was a real turning point. In a series full of heart-pounding moments, the Los Angeles Dodgers slipped up, and it's been the hot topic among fans. But before we get into it, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to this channel so you never miss a Dodgers update. Now, who's at the center of this emotional roller coaster? None other than manager Dave Roberts. After the loss, he didn't hold back on what went wrong. Have you noticed how the pressure ramps up in these crucial moments? Roberts made it clear that the team didn't play with the urgency required in MLB playoffs. This is the time when every play matters, and every pitch could be the difference between moving on to the World Series or going home early. But wait, there's more. The manager didn't shy away from criticizing our pitcher's performance. The lack of control allowed the Mets to get an early lead, forcing the Dodgers to play catch-up the entire game. So here's the big question. Was it a lack of focus? According to Roberts, yes. He pointed out that the team's loss of concentration in key moments made all the difference. And let's not forget the controversy over keeping Jack Flaherty in the game longer than necessary, even when it was clear he wasn't at his best. What do you think? A risky call or a costly mistake? Before I get to the main event, let me ask you, do you think the Dodgers can turn things around in the next game? The team still leads the series 3-2, but we all know things can change fast if they don't bring that fire we've seen before. And now, the news you've been waiting for, Dave Roberts also shared his thoughts on Shohei Ohtani's performance in this NLCS. The Dodgers star shined again with a 3-run homer in the 5th inning of Game 5, but will that be enough to punch our ticket to the World Series? Roberts believes Ohtani could be the key, but only time will tell. So now, I want to hear from you. Do you think our team can bounce back and secure a spot in the World Series? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, share this video on social media with other fans, and of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for all the latest Dodgers updates as we chase the championship. Let's do this together.